Morning, welcome to 8th grade science. Today we are going to talk about atomic basics. So we're going to continue yesterday's discussion, but the basic structure of an atom. So our objective today is to be able to explain how the chemical symbol of an atom is related to the actual structure of an atom. And our question for ourselves would be, can I determine the amount of protons, neutrons, or electrons by looking at an atom's chemical symbol? So here we go. What you are going to need for today is the atomic basics worksheet we started on. So we did part A yesterday. So the basics worksheet link is right here, or you can just pull it up from what you saved from yesterday. You'll either need a hard copy of it to write on or an editable copy so you can write on it on the computer to turn it in at the end of the day. So what we got here, I'm going to review the element symbol. So this is the element carbon off the periodic table of elements. The order of what is on there isn't always the same, but just know that most of them contain the element name, not all, most of the symbols contain the element name, the atomic number, which is the number of protons in an atom, the element symbol, always contain that as well, short way to write out the name, and the atomic mass. So on the side, it says no atomic number is always a smaller number. They say that because sometimes they put the atomic mass on top and the atomic number on the bottom. Just know the atomic number is always the smaller number because it's the number of protons in an atom. The atomic mass is protons plus neutrons, so that's going to be a bigger number. Okay, so here we go. On this, you are going to label the element symbol to make sure you know what everything represents. I'm going to help you with that. You do it on your page, I'll do it on mine. So we have the element symbol for oxygen. Okay, and so we have some clues down here what each thing represents. So you can help me out with this. So the number 8, what does that stand for on the chemical symbol? Right, the atomic number or the number of protons. We're going to write that there. Atomic number. I'm just going to abbreviate here. Okay. And number 7 over here, it says, what does the atomic number represent? So the atomic number, what we just talked about, the atomic number represents the number of protons in an atom. And in a neutral atom, one that hasn't lost any electrons, it also represents the number of electrons. So protons or electrons. Okay, the big O, what is that? Right, the symbol of the element. Symbol. All right. Oxygen, that's the name of the element. And this one right here, this 15.99, that is our atomic mass. So that is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons added together. So atomic mass, because all of the mass of an atom is in that nucleus, and that's where the protons and neutrons are. So what does the atomic number represent? Yeah, protons plus neutrons, because the electrons really don't weigh anything. So we're going to fill out a chart in a second. And we are going to be given the amount of protons, neutrons, or the atomic mass of an atom. So how would you figure out the number of protons or electrons in an atom by looking at the chemical symbol? Right, you look at the atomic number, that small number on there. So atomic number will tell us that. So we'll just write down atomic number. Okay. And then the slightly tricky one, how would you figure out the number of neutrons in an atom? So that chemical symbol gives you the atomic number, the number of protons. Okay, so it gives you protons, and then you're trying to figure out neutrons, and it also gives you the total of protons plus neutrons. So if it gives you the protons, which are 8, it doesn't give you the neutrons, and it gives you the total amount of both, which we're going to round up here, 16. So what are the number of neutrons in the atom? We're going to have to subtract the number of protons, the atomic number, subtracted from the atomic mass to get the number of neutrons in an atom. So atomic mass subtracted from atomic number. We're going to work with this a little bit on the next chart. So we're going to fill this out. And this is going to be what you're going to hand in for today. I'm just going to go through a couple with you, and then you're going to do it on your own. So lithium. Lithium has an atomic number of 3 and the atomic mass of 7. So they're going to give us everything that we need to know on this chart to figure out the other things, because a lot of them are the same, or we figure it out by subtraction. So how many protons are in lithium? Yeah, it's the same thing as the atomic number. So it's going to be 3. 3. How many neutrons are in lithium? Well, that's a little bit harder one to figure out, but we have our atomic mass, which is protons plus neutrons, and then we have the atomic number. So to figure out the difference between them, we just subtract. So 7 minus 3, right, 4. And then the electrons is just another easy one. If we know the atomic number, we know the number of protons and electrons. So we can say electrons, the atomic number is 3, electrons are 3. All right. So let me try a different one down here that doesn't give you all the right stuff here. So on this one, it gives you, so for Ag, silver, it gives you the atomic number and the number of neutrons. So atomic number tells us the number of protons, so it's me 47, and the number of electrons, 47. But now we need to figure out the atomic mass. So we know that atomic mass is protons plus neutrons. So we need to add together our protons and our neutrons. So I'm going to kind of do it over here. So 47 plus 61. Okay, 6 plus 4 is 10, 108. Okay, so our atomic mass will be 108 because we had to add together the protons plus the neutrons. Okay, any questions on that? All righty, so what you have to do before the end of the day is to complete that worksheet and submit it to Google Classroom. And I will be here if you have any questions. Thank you so much.